Welcome, friends. I first want to say I'm deeply grateful for each one of you. Thank you for being courageous and for being here today. The School of Creativity and Innovation is thrilled to guide you today on a journey through the power of improvisation to transform how we communicate, collaborate in person and in our professional lives. Our time together is about unlocking new ways to connect and lead within our teams and our organizations. We're here to ensure that today will be one of the most unique and transformative experiences of your professional development journey. Please give a warm welcome to our friend, expert improv facilitator, Christine Alexander.
Thank you so much. I'm so happy to see you all. Welcome to a world of improvisation and transformation, where you are excuse me one second, I'm so sorry, where you are in the best company. I have over 20 years experience and countless sold out shows behind me. I've honed my skills to create an unforgettable experience for you. As a seasoned improv performer, I know how to captivate audiences and leaving them wanting more. My true passion, though, is teaching and training individuals just like you to become exceptional speakers and better humans. The reviews speak for themselves, with over 3,000 participants praising the impact of my workshops with Steve. And that's not all. I also provide free workshops to people living with cancer on Fridays for free. I want you to get ready for an experience that will leave you inspired and transformed, with moments that will stay with you long after this workshop ends. So join me and Steve in embracing the joy of creating something beautiful together. Let's take massive, imperfect action and have fun exploring the world of improv. So I'm going to pass it back to Steve.
Wonderful. As we jump into our first theme, remember great communication or great innovation starts with great communication. Today, we'll explore how improv can help us break down barriers and build new ways to express our ideas. Let's loosen up, shake off the formalities, and get ready to see why communication is the new light. Take us away, Christine.
Thank you. So as you saw at the beginning, we are very appreciative of mistakes, okay? We're humans. So if we feel like we've made a mistake, we all celebrate together and we go like this. Ah, let's do it. Ah, celebrate. So every single thing that you do is absolutely perfect. I need you as your unique, authentic self. Steve can't see me. Can you guys see me?
Yes. Yes.
Somebody can't. Some of us can't. Some of us can. It's awesome. You know, it's improv. Thank you so much. So, also, I'm committed to providing a very safe and courageous place for people to have fun and play in. So if you're not feeling safe or courageous, just let us know and we'll make it right. So we're going to shake out our nerves because obviously someone needs it. Okay. This is just a grounding exercise. Get everything out of us and prepared for what we're about to do. We're going to shake one arm 8 times and then the other arm 8 times. Then we're going to go real slow like a robot 8 times. And they're going to tap a foot 8 times and then the other foot 8 times. We're going to count out loud and then we're going to start all over. Look at me for how many times? 4, 2, 1. If you get lost, just keep going like this and you're fine. Okay. Everything is perfect. We're going to count starting with 1. Ready? Here we go. 1, 2,
1, 2, 3, 4, 5,
7, 8,
6, 7,
1, 2, 3, 4, 5,
6, 7, 8, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
1, 2, 3, 4.
2,
1,
3,
2,
4,
3,
5, 6,
4.
7, 8.
2,
1, 2, 3,
4.
4.
1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 1, 2.
2,
Woo.
1,
1,
2,
2, 1,
2,
2. One more. 1,
2,
1,
1,
1,
1.
1. Woo. Yes, your dedication to that was absolutely lovely. And I loved seeing the smiles come off your faces. So bravo. The next game is going to give our body neurological chemicals that say we're in a winning position right now. You've seen gymnasts come off their, right before they go like this. And right after they go off, they go like this, because this position is winning. Okay. So this is our yay. Everybody go, yay. Yay. Then we have a second motion, Yahoo. And we punch it in front and say Yahoo. Everybody? Yahoo.
Yahoo.
The third one you already know is yippee. Yippee. So now in between each of those, yay, Yahoo, yippee, we're going to add a word to make it low stakes. We're going to think of things, objects that you might find in the kitchen. Okay? Objects that you might find in the kitchen. And this is one of those places where if you don't have a word and you just go, we go Yahoo, whatever's next, it's perfect. Okay? Let's stay with the heartbeat of the moment. So let's see. I'll go first, and then we'll go to Celia, and then Siobhan, and we'll go down to Chris, Nay, Ed, Julie, Emily, Eric, Clara, and then back up to the top to David, then Stephen, and we'll finish with Larsha. Does that sound good? Okay, so now everybody is going to do the yay. One person's going to say a word. Yay. Then the next person will say a word and we'll go Yahoo. Then the next person will say a word and we'll go yippee. And we just go back and forth. And if you get lost, just go like this. It's okay. Okay. Words in the kitchen. Here we go. Sponge. Everybody. Yay.
Yay!
Pan.
Yahoo.
Napkins.
Yippee. Yep. Oh, you're muted. That was powerful, Chris.
Can opener.
Yay!
Blender.
Yahoo! You got it, Ed.
Okay, toaster.
Yippee!
Plate.
Yay!
Bowls.
Yahoo!
Junk drawer.
Yippee!
Fridge.
Yay!
Riddle.
Yahoo! Steve.
Mop.
Yay! Larsha.
What's that? Scrub mommy.
Yay!
Oh, let's keep going. One more time around, okay? So now you know you can say anything. Let's see what we say. Here we go. Refrigerator mold.
Yay!
Oven grease.
Yeah.
Yahoo!
Food.
Yippee!
Ladle.
Yay!
Ice maker.
Yahoo! Go ahead, Ed.
Okay, microwave.
Yay!
Wine glass.
Yeah.
Expired condiments.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Liquor cabinet.
Very important.
Cappuccino maker.
Yay.
Empty wine bottle.
Yeah.
Wow.
Steve.
Bacon and eggs.
Yippee!
And air fryer.
Yay! I'm so proud of us. Okay. If you had a really exciting object and you thought, oh, that was a pretty funny object, you gotta laugh or whatever, however you feel, even if you want to keep that object and think of an emotion that object might have. So my refrigerator mold might be like, I'm growing and I'm only getting better. Right? So I want you to think of an emotion. Okay? Think of that emotion. And then now I want you to keep it. Okay? That's your emotion. So like playing in a band, it would be weird if one person, if the drummer was just like, it wouldn't, the sound, it wouldn't. So we're just like that. We're like a heartbeat. Okay. So we like to be predictable. I like to do things in a slow manner so that you can pick it up and do it with me. So we're going to play a game called Emotional Mirror. Okay. I'm going to start, and I like the circle that we've already created. I'm going to say, probably for all of us, or maybe we can all count, we'll see. 1, 2, 3, and I'm going to turn into an emotion. Okay, I'm going to physically show you my emotion. And at the third point, you're going to capture it. Okay, we're all going to do it at the same time. So we look exactly the same. Does it make sense already? Okay, so I have my emotion in my hand, but you don't have to tell anybody yet. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Huh? And now for you, 3, 2, 1. Huh? Exactly. I love it. Do it exactly how you saw the person do it, because the way you do it is the way I need it. Just the way you do it. Okay? Perfection. So, Steve, let's start with you up at the top, and then we'll go to Larsha and down. So, Steve, I'm going to say 1, 2, 3. You're going to show me a physical emotion. And then I'm going to say 1, 2, 3, and we're all going to do that emotion. Okay, here we go. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Keep it, Steve. Yeah, exactly. Okay, Larsha. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Oh, look at us. Okay, here we go. So let's just skip me and go straight to Celia. And why don't you go ahead and count? That way it makes it, you do it. 1, 2, 3.
1, 2, 3.
1, 2, 3, right? Siobhan.
1, 2, 3.
1, 2, 3.
3.
That's next to you, Ed.
Okay. 1, 2, 3.
Oh, I can't see Ed. I'm so sorry.
I can't
I
see
was-
myself. I'm not even in order here.
Yay! Yeah, I put you out of order. I'm so sorry. I thought Chris was Ed. Chris, I apologize so much. Chris, you're always after Siobhan.
Okay, I'm gonna do the 1, 2, 3.
Okay, now we understand the 1, 2, 3. We can just copy each other. Go ahead, Nay.
1, 2, 3.
Emily. And now, Ed, we can hear your voice.
Okay, 1, 2, 3.
1, 2, 3. And Steve, yours.
1, 2, 3.
Awesome. Okay, so now Eric, do you mind being my volunteer?
No.
Yay,
I
you're the
do-
trailblazer! Give him a round of applause.
I have no
You-
idea what I just volunteered for, but okay, let's go.
You're gonna be great. All you have to do is slowly move, okay? And we are going to follow your motions, okay? We're
Okay.
just gonna follow whatever it is that you do, and then when you're ready to pass it to Clara, you just go, Clara. And then
Okay.
she will take over, and Clara, whoever you want to pass it to, you pass it to. So get ready. It might be coming to you next. Eric, I believe in you. Everybody follow Eric. Go ahead.
Clara.
Julie.
Christine.
Nay.
Siobhan.
Lachey.
All right. Cecilia.
Ed.
I think Ed is, nobody can see Ed. Good one. Maybe
Okay. Chris.
Let me unmic. Who haven't we gotten yet? Nay?
Eric.
Emily.
Steve.
This is my favorite thing in the morning.
And see, well, under that's worrisome, Steve, if you're brushing your teeth and then brushing your watching your
I have the absolute worst office for this because I'm literally at the front entrance of the building and my window is facing the front entrance.
I know where you are, Eric. That's hysterical.
It's
That's called being a leader, and you're setting up being a good role model.
like
You're that first office, aren't you?
listen, I'm in St. Pete. Thankfully it's
Oh.
summer and there's no one around, but I'm here for it, guys. I'm here for it.
And Good. Let's talk about some of the debriefing questions. Um, how did it feel when you were mirroring someone's physicality or energetic energy as they changed? Did you notice shifts in your own emotions or thoughts as you matched their movements?
I find you have to observe and be very aware, Steve, when you're doing that. And it's really important when you're connecting, interacting people to be aware of what they're doing and then, kind of take a moment. Like that's what I learned in acting, take a moment and then respond to it. So I noticed the observation and being aware.
I would agree to that. Not only mirroring their emotions, but getting in the mood that they're in. And it's a good feeling to see how they're feeling and to take on their feeling.
I found that, first of all, the emotions were a surprise to me because you didn't know what someone else was going to pick as an emotion. And then by doing the thing, it helped you empathize with what the person was showing.
Yeah, it was cool. I got like 3 different emotions from going around the room. One was started off like calm, and then some were like dancy and happy, and then some were like, just very energetic. So
We briefly alluded to the mirroring effect of building empathy and the chemicals that build as you mirror someone, regardless if it's acting or the actions that we were taking, you chemically were wired to start building empathy or emotional bonds toward others that we're mirroring. So there are benefits. And I would like to ask, in an organizational setting, how do we see practicing these skills that may help in our teams or in our organizations? Or what's your understanding on how could that be used? So think about the times maybe when nonverbal cues are just as important as spoken word. How do we see these being applied or helping us in our daily interactions in the organizational setting?
I think that it can help us be a better leader whenever we're able to read the person's emotions that we're interacting with. And then those emotions change daily, even if it's the same people that you're interacting with. Everyone has their own emotions depending on the day.
And you're putting yourself in that person's shoes, so that way you know what they're thinking and how to feed off what they're thinking to collaborate with them.
I
I
also
think even
think.
if we weren't,
Go ahead,
sorry, I
Celia.
think even if we weren't listening, it did emphasize the fact that you have to give your full attention to whoever is on the other side, more so when you're in a remote setting, to really understand what they're doing, where they're going, and feel that connection, that empathy.
Wonderful.
I also think just an exercise like this is as goofy as it might feel, it just breaks down some of those artificial barriers that we have in a workplace in particular. So even just like a quick exercise within a team like this, just kind of you start the day with something like this, and I think it just sets the path for the rest of the day in a much more positive direction.
Yeah, I agree because it lets you be more open. We build up so many walls sometimes and we don't want to share and we don't want to just take a moment to see what someone else is thinking or saying and then respond to it. So I agree with Eric on that. It does allow you to start the day and be more open with your team.
And not knowing most of the people in this room and being able to be goofy, for me breaks down a little barriers. I don't see you as strangers anymore, even though I might not know you.
And that leads me to that improv allows you to trust. And if we don't trust each other, that's the whole key. So it does help too, Steve, with trust, I think. And you do need to trust the other members of your team.
yeah. And speaking on like team in my organizational setting, if you see someone that may not be feeling their best, if you kind of bring out a happy moment, maybe you can get them to, you can be the mirror and kind of give them some positive energy to shift the space.
Mm, yes.
Wonderful. I think we've touched on so many great topics. I love the notion that even when we're working in teams virtually, we are still exploring what that means. What are the protocols? What are the accepted best practices within a virtual environment? And that has a very different nuance than being in person. So great flushing out of ideas and how this relates to our organizational settings and our teams and how we can apply them to our own situation. We're going to transition to our next theme around collaboration. So great work, everyone. Now it's our time to link our newfound communication skills to the heart of teamwork around collaboration. And improv is the foundation for many parts of this type of collaboration, and it teaches us to listen, to adapt, and to build together. These next exercises will help us find the rhythm and harmony so we can work in unison, which is so important to our organizational settings, groups, and teams. So with that, I'd like to pass it over to Christine.
Welcome back. Thank you so much for the applause. It's been a while, so I've been on stage. This is the name game you've been waiting for, Clara. I'm so happy that you even mentioned it. And Lachey, I'm so sorry. Lachey, however, I'm so sorry. Here we go. You're going to say your name. Steve, why don't you practice for us? We're going to do a motion, an action, and your name. It might have, like, it might be even an adjective that goes with your name. Like, Steve, can you show us yours?
Sure. Salsa Steve.
So everybody repeat that, even physically. Salsa Steve.
Salsa Steve.
Perfection. So now to Lachey, please, you have your name and emotion and an adjective if you like. And we'll repeat
Okay.
that.
So Larche and Turtle.
Lachey
Turtle.
I like to think and process things slowly, so
and that you know the sign language for turtle is even cuter. Thank you.
I learned in high school.
So then mine is Crazy Christine. Everybody,
Crazy Christine.
You got
Listening, Zelia.
this.
Listening,
Cecilia.
Before you go, let's start with Steve and do the 4 that we know. Okay, all of us together. Steve, here we go.
Salsa Steve.
Lachey
Turtle.
Crazy
Crazy Christine.
Christine.
Listening Celia.
Okay. To Siobhan.
Courageous Siobhan.
Courageous Siobhan.
And Chris. What's yours, Chris?
Chris, yes.
Chris?
Chris?
Yes.
No, nay.
No.
One more.
Juggling Julie.
Juggling Julie.
Let's do those 4. Ready?
Courageous Siobhan.
Chris?
Chris?
Yes.
Chris, yes.
No, nay.
Nay.
Juggling
Julie.
Enthusiastic Emily.
Enthusiastic Emily.
Evil Eric.
Evil
Eric.
Centered Clara.
Centered
Clara.
Clara. And those three again.
Enthusiastic.
Enthusiastic
Emily.
Emily.
Evil
Eric.
Centered Clara.
Centered
Clara. We did so good. Now let's start at Steve and do all of us. Okay, here we go.
Salsa
Steve.
Steve.
Larche
Turtle.
Crazy Christina.
Listening Celia.
Cecilia.
Courageous.
Siobhan.
Yes, Chris.
Yes, Chris.
Oh, Chris, yes.
No Nay. Juggling Julie.
Enthusiastic
Emily.
Evil
Eric. Centered Clara.
Amazing. Okay, amazing. Now, Clara, would you do me a favor? You're going to pass the energy with me, okay? I'm going to do mine, Crazy Christine, and then I'm going to choose you, Clara, and I'm going to go, Clara. No, Centered Clara, right? So then for you, you'll accept it by repeating yours, Centered Clara, and then passing it to anybody else. Courageous Siobhan. And then Courageous Siobhan will go Courageous Siobhan. Okay, that just like that. So everybody who's not doing something, you actually are. You're in 100% support mode, saying, if you come to me, I'm ready with my name in motion. Okay, so everybody's ready.
Am I repeating yours or just doing mine?
Good question. Just yours. And then who are you passing it to? So I'll come to you. Is that yours, Eric? You have loud. Who's loud?
Siobhan, I think it's your mic. Yeah.
Okay. So even if our mics are off, we can still pass it because we know what's going on. So I'll pass it to you, Clara. Here we go. Crazy Christine. Centered Clara.
Centered Clara. Salsa Steve.
Salsa Steve. No Nay.
No Nay. Evil Eric.
Evil Eric. Enthusiastic Emily.
Enthusiastic Emily. Juggling Julie.
Yep. Look at her. She doesn't even have to have her microphone on. Can you see? You don't
Juggling Julie. Turtle.
Larche.
Larche.
Turtle Larche. Courageous Siobhan.
Courageous Siobhan. Centered Clara.
Centered Clara. Was it listening Celia?
Listening Celia. Crazy Christine.
Crazy Christine. Chris, yes.
Chris, yes. Nay, no.
Nay, no. Juggling Julie.
Juggling Julie. Enthusiastic Emily.
Enthusiastic Emily. Salsa Steve.
Salsa Steve. Courageous Siobhan.
Courageous Siobhan. Evil Eric.
Evil Eric. Centered Clara.
Now, Clara, why don't we do this? Now just pass it with just the motion and no name. See what we can do here. Go ahead, Clara. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yay! I always know when you're done when you pass it to me. It's amazing. Thank you so much. Go ahead, Steve. Take it away. Did you want to talk about that one? Oh, yeah.
What did it feel like to mirror people's, and I will say, how did this game inform your understanding of the people that you might be collaborating with?
You had to be attentive.
You
So-
share the same experience with them.
Yeah, I would say also felt seen because people had to pay attention to you and what you did. And so now yeah, you felt seen by other people and you could see them.
And once you get more comfortable working and collaborating with them, you can rely on less cues.
I
I like
love
the
the.
fact that, sorry,
No,
go ahead, Clara.
That's okay, Celia.
I like the fact that we have a sense of ridiculous, which is always there whenever we're having meetings with people we don't know. And this pretty much takes care of that. Like, there is no ridiculous after this.
I loved accepting everybody's energy.
So adults like to put up barriers that allows us to be childlike again because we always build up those closing that off as we age and it allows you to knock that down again because children are very open.
And I think just adding to what Chris said, it allows us to be more open, like going back to that childlike feeling. It allows us to be more open and creative with our thoughts and ideas and collaborating with other people to feed off of their energy and thoughts and ideas as well.
And I also think that it let us think of ourselves as professionals, but that doesn't mean we have to be always serious and not having fun and sharing that part of us. So just bring yourself to work every day, not necessarily just a piece of you.
Yeah. And with that, I like our adjective that we chose for our names because it's like a little piece of what we think of ourselves, even if we were evil, Eric. We're just being funny, but it was pretty cool.
I would like to propose we build off of this. And with that, swoosh, Christine, take us away.
Thank you so much. The number one rule of improv for us as performers to be on stage in front of a paying audience who doesn't get a refund is yes and. We agree with each other and then we add inspiration. So have you been to an improv show before? Have you seen an improv show? Yeah. So whose line is it anyway? We get on stage and we make it up from suggestions from the audience. And we have to have rules in order for it to go smoothly. So we're going to put yes and aside for just a second and look at yes but, something that we use all the time. And if you don't believe me, it's your idea is so great, okay? But mine is better. You've heard this a lot. So you're not going to go out into the world right now and change anything about yourself. You're just going to notice when you hear yes, but, whether you say it or whether somebody else says it. Okay. May I have a volunteer to play with me? And all you have to do is answer yes, but, and tell me why it won't work. Would somebody
I'll do
like to
it.
volunteer? Nay, I saw your hand first, and thank you. Whoever is the next person, I'm coming to you next. So Nay, we are creating a staff appreciation party, and every answer you say yes, but, and tell me why. Not okay.
Cool.
Nay, I'm so excited. We're going to get like pizza for everybody.
Yes, but it won't be gluten-free.
I forgot. Yeah, we're all gluten free now. Then why don't we get some fruits and vegetables and dips?
Yes, but that'll be so boring. We did that last year.
You're right, boring. Okay, so why don't we get a bunch of entertainers, like circus performers?
Yes, but legal's not gonna approve that. Come on.
Legal, right? Nay, perfection. So Nay, if you would be my volunteer for answering only yes or only no. That's it. Okay, here we go. We're planning this party. I was thinking we could probably get everybody lobster.
No.
Okay, so what if we get steak?
No.
What if we make them pay for it themselves?
Yes.
What do we have to get legal involved?
Yes.
See, your joke about legal was so good, I brought it back. Callback, right? Amazing. So, do we see how far we're getting with these conversations? The yes, but, or the yes and the no? Nowhere. Okay. So, who would like to play with Nay? And the two of you are going to say yes and create a staff appreciation party that goes beyond with me, all three of us. Who would like to join? Let's do it.
Siobhan,
Okay,
let's do it.
Siobhan, Nay, we have the ability to go on a cruise. I'm thinking we should do it.
Yes, and we should invite everybody in all the different departments.
Yes, and we should do Virgin Voyages, no kids, right?
Yes, and we should, going off of that, we should have a bar inside everybody's cabin.
Yes, drinks need to be all inclusive. And I think everyone would love that.
Yes, and I would love it the most.
See, okay, so I just wanted to do it really quickly, but now let's, Steve and I are your, well, sorry, I wanted to take you into a whole nother place, but I need to slow down because I'm too excited. So can we go in our circle, and create a party together? Okay, so Steve, go ahead and start, and then we'll go to Lachey and keep going. Oh, Julie.
Thanks, Julie. I'm excited for the employee appreciation, and we're going to have jugglers.
Yes, and
Yes. And we should make sure that each one of the balls is different colors so it'd be more, visual.
yes, and if they were made of like Velcro, we could make a game out of it.
Yes, and there can be awards and prizes for those who score the most points and play and engage.
Yes, good idea. And maybe we should have like trophies or a badge so they will always remember that moment.
Chris, what do you think?
What I think is, based on our recent Dean's Goodbye party, we must use Aramark because they can have an open bar and we can drink.
Nay.
Yes, and we'll go around campus carrying the dean again.
Yes, let's just shut it right there. Canonically. Top carrying the dean. Fantastic. Go ahead, Steve.
I'm excited for the new barbecue to celebrate the great achievements that have been made.
Wait, are you doing yes and? You can take it away. Give him a round of
my-
applause, everybody. Hey, Steve! We'd like to show you what it looks like. We're champions of mistakes.
How did it feel to build upon others' ideas?
Collaborative.
Positive.
Fun.
Inclusive.
Positive.
It allowed us to use humor to come to an agreement, and humor always lightens things up.
I think you
Creative.
can go ahead, Clara.
Creative.
Yeah. On the point of creative, I think that's a much better opportunity to get to something that has more impact. If you're building off of each other, you can always work with a crazy idea rather than starting from a limited space. If you build upon it to the point where you have a sort of out of this world idea, there's probably something in there that you can actually work with rather than always starting from let's limit.
And Christine, with everyone giving their input, I always love, there's a quote that says, people don't care how much you know until they know how much you care. So I think people would be more creative if they know that you care about what they said instead of shooting down their ideas.
How do you see this activity or the principle of yes and being applied to your work environment? And if so, how?
I see this being applied whenever I'm working with either my team or another team, and we're trying to solve an issue and coming up with possible solutions on how to solve that issue, and then solutions on implementation.
Yes, I'd like to add on to Emily's exactly with our team whenever we have an action or a task to do. If you have everybody on board and they know how they will impact or what they can bring to the table to get something done, it's easier to get something done rather than kind of saying no or having that one person that wants to do everything, and it's just more helpful.
For me, it's useful. Oh, go ahead. Go ahead, Nay. I'll go after you.
I think it creates openness to my original idea going a different direction. Like I might bring something forward and have a vision for it, but then someone might think of something that's even better. And so rather than being like, no, this is what I was thinking, it's more like, okay, let's just see what this can become beyond what I was originally thinking.
Can I just reframe some of the words that you just said? What your idea made somebody come up with something else? I'd like it for you to think of yourself as like Scottie Pippen, you're the support system. If you hadn't said those words, that person wouldn't have been able to come up with that idea. Without you, that idea is not happening. Okay? So take some like ownership of that position. Your input is absolutely needed to get to where you guys are wanting to go. Amazing. I loved your answer.
I agree too. And like Nate, what you and Christine said about your idea and then the other person's idea, with me, when I'm designing and creating product for my customers, I have my idea, but I also ask my customer when I'm designing, when I'm drafting, what would you like to add to this? And then a lot of other customers may like what we both came up with together. So now I have a whole nother new product that a lot of people enjoy.
And it also creates a ripple effect. So if Nay's idea starts something, we all feel like we were creative together, and that's important. And I like that.
Mm.
And you know, I think today we talk a lot about thinking outside of the box and innovation and creativity, but we all stop that process whenever we're having meetings because of the yes, but. And this really brings it to, like, if you're brainstorming, there's not a bad idea. Let's see how far we can take it and then pick the best ones that come from that process.
I just wanted to mention that I thought I saw Teams say this might be ending in a minute. Is that happening? Great.
It's just warning you that our scheduled time is almost over, but we can run long if we need to.
Okay. Are you guys, whoever, like, we'll wrap up this little bit of it, Steve, I think, and then if you want to stay, we'll keep going, or I'll leave it up to you, Steve.
I want to be
I like-
respectful of everyone's time. So if you have to go, please feel, and I'm internally grateful for the time that you've spent with us. We can start seeing the practice, can start seeing how these tools relate to us personally and professionally, and how that they open space for communication, collaboration, and that are tied to the work that we need to do, problem solving, decision making, and the environment that we often find ourselves in within organizations.
Yeah, I have to run as well, but this was awesome. Thank you so much. Appreciate you guys and looking forward to it.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you, Chris. Thank you.
I have to step out too, but this was really helpful. It's a really great exercise. I enjoy. Thank you for inviting me, Steve. I appreciate it.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you both, Christine and Steve, and everybody. Nice meeting y'all. I'm going to head out. We should do this again soon.
I can't wait. I can't wait. we can play a little bit. We can totally play a little bit. Okay. So, ladies, we're gonna play restricted words. Okay. You only have. Okay, Clara, you only have one word. Okay. Lachey, you only have 3 words, and Siobhan, you have 5 words. Okay. So Siobhan, you'll start, it'll go to Clara, and then it'll go to Lachey, and then whoever, if you guys want to, talk it out of order, it's okay. You are at work, and the fire alarm just went off. Okay. And you only have 5 words to answer. You only have 1, and you only have 3. Let's see how it goes. Go ahead, Siobhan.
Fire. Outside. Run. Everybody, go.
Yes. Vamonos. Bill.
Evacuate.
You can say a sentence. Hurry up, everybody. There's fire. Try to keep going.
I thought I had one word.
You're perfect, Clara. You did perfect.
Oh.
I was talking to Siobhan. I'm so
Oh,
sorry.
sorry.
So I gotta say 5 different words now that aren't what we've already said.
Your sentence, as if it's your sentence. So I'll do 5 words with you. Okay. Okay. And then you'll do 5, and then we'll keep going. Here we go. Hey, There's a fire outside.
We have to go now, everyone.
Let's get Bill.
Adios.
Clara! Clara, where is Bill? Bill!
Bill never takes anything serious and he thinks everything is a test. So we have to say, come on, Bill, let's go.
Let's meet outside the building now.
Bye-bye.
See? Okay, that was amazing. You got the feel of it. I didn't explain it very well at the beginning, so you figured it out and it was awesome. Can I tell you, Shay, if you were on the stage and everybody thought you had 3 words and you went on that diatribe like blah, 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 we cried. Like, we all cried. And Siobhan, same thing. You're doing this amazing. And Clara is just like, bye, adios, vamos. She's out of here. It was amazing. She doesn't care about Bill or any of us. Amazing. What did it do to your brains to have to condense your talk so much?
I guess I'm out of the box. It was so funny because I was limited to 3, but I'm like, we gotta get Bill. This guy never listens. Like, have to break the rule. Like, we gotta get Bill.
But that's the thing is, it's okay you broke the rule because we gotta get Bill. It's 4 words. I'm not. The fact that we gotta get Bill is the better part of it, right? You made the scene have. Like there was consequences. Bill was in there.
And I thought Bill was Fire Marshal Bill, if any of you know what I'm talking about. So I thought she was talking about Fire Marshal Bill. So hey.
So good.
I didn't have room to divert. I just had to like focus.
Right.
And did you see what you did with your focus though?
I blew off Bill.
Yeah, it was the best. I mean, obviously you work for Bill. You know what I'm saying? We're creating a whole story with just your reaction. It was so good, you guys.
Thank you.
Claire, you saved everyone else. Forget Let's go.
That was incredible. All right, now we're going to play a questions only game. We can only ask questions. Okay, so who would like to try this with me? Because when you respond, you have to respond with a question. So let's think of like the beginning is who, what, where, when, why, like are the beginnings of sentences. So keep those in the back of your head to like just start the sentence with one of them.
I'll try.
Okay, Siobhan, here we go.
Oh, sure. Okay.
Where have you been?
How can I put this? How can I put this?
Were you at my house?
Which house would that be?
You don't know my house?
How would I know which one you're talking about?
Clara, could you help us?
If please, how many houses do you have?
Are my friends forgetting me? Marche, do you know?
Christine, have you taken your medication today?
I'm just kind of whipping through these games because you guys are awesome, but I would love it if you wanted to play that game again because I want to see what it feels like. So the three of you, let's say Bill has to be replaced, you know? he got fired and we need to replace Bill. Let's talk about it. So anybody can start, questions only.
Are there any other candidates that come to mind?
Clara, where would we find the candidates?
Have you thought about Sarah? She was always his assistant, and I think she might be a good candidate.
Did you know Sarah has her graduate degree in that specialty?
Would she even be interested in the position?
Where did she get her graduate degree, though?
Did she get it from USF?
Did she get it from an accredited research university?
Wait, maybe. What if we asked Sarah ourselves and see if she's interested?
Think.
What if we asked Sarah? Yes, you guys. We don't even know who Bill and Sarah are, but you acted as if you did. That is awesome. Steve, I'm going to throw it to you.
That reminds me of some meetings that I have as well. When we just, we should just really ask the person and probably solve all our problems.
Yeah.
So this has been great. Just to wrap up, I want to thank each one of you for being here and spending your hour and a half with us, and spreading the joy, happiness, and demonstrating how improv helps us communicate and collaborate. It's clear through your comments, the debriefing, your responses, that this has real impact for the people that we work with, the people that we play with, and the jobs that we have to do in our organizations. And it's up to us to build our skills, to practice these in various ways, to implement them in the nuanced ways that our organizations and our teams require. But we are now leveling up with these skills. So thank you for sharing your energy and your openness today. The School of Creativity and Innovation has 2 gifts for you. Each one of you will receive a badge afterwards for participating and demonstrating to the world how important these skills are. So thank you. Please share those. We'll also be sharing some other information about how your organizations potentially could leverage these tools within your organization. And again, so please continue to feel free to share those with others, to share your journey. And I'm going to end the video right now.
Yay! Will you be
Awesome.
sharing the video?